Welcome students. This is another lecture in the series of Boolean logic, and in this lecture we will be discussing the topic derived gates. Children, in my previous lecture you have already studied what are the various basic logic gates which were corresponding to and, or and not operator. Okay, and now in this lecture you will see the gates which are made with the help of these basic gates. So these were the three basic gates, right? Now see what are the derived gates which are made up of which are made with the help of these gates only. Okay, these basic gates. So first one is NAND gate, and this one is the combination of NOT plus AND. Clear? Then NOR gate is the combination of NOT plus OR. Clear? And then this is XOR gate and this is XNOR gate. Clear? So now we will discuss these four gates. You can see that this OR and XNOR, these are somewhere related to the OR gate. Clear? So OR and XNOR gate means NOR gate. You can see this XOR, it is called exclusive OR. Okay, and this one is called exclusive NOR. So you can see that this XNOR is somewhere derived from NOR gate, and this XOR gate is somewhere derived from OR gate. So these are called the derived gates, and now we'll discuss them one by one. So now let us discuss the two very important gates called the NAND gate and the NOR gate, which are made up of the three basic gates, that is AND, OR and NOT. So here if you see that I have already told you that this NAND gate is made up of NOT plus AND. Okay, and if I talk about the symbol of this gate, you know that every gate has a symbol of it, just like you had in case of AND, OR and NOT. So in the same way you have this NAND gate also, and see how it looks. Like I told you that it is a combination of NOT and AND gate. So first of all, see, this is the AND gate, right? And after this you apply NOT over it to get the output of NAND gate. So if children, just like AND is a binary gate, in the same way NAND is also a binary gate. Okay, so you have to provide at least two inputs to this gate. You can provide more than two inputs, but two inputs are mandatory. So if I give the input as X and Y, then what this AND gate will do? It will make it X dot Y, and NOT will give it as X dot Y whole bar. So this is the final expression of a NAND gate. Means a NAND gate means X dot Y whole bar. Okay, so if I find the final circuit of this gate, we have to combine these two gates into one, and then see what it will become. It will be this D part of the AND gate, and only the bubble of the NOT gate is taken to complete its gate. Okay, so if you draw a gate of this sort and provide the inputs as X and Y, it will straight away give you the value of X dot Y whole bar. X dot Y will be done by this portion. Okay, X dot Y will be done by this portion, and this bubble will do a NOT of it. So that is why you finally get the output as X dot Y whole bar. Okay, in the same way, if you have three inputs, then what will happen? You make like this. Then what will happen? Suppose this is P, Q and R. So it will be P dot Q dot R. This will be done by the AND gate, and bubble will do it like this. So this is the symbol for NAND gate. Okay, now let us see the truth table. Now as children, you know that this is a binary gate, so you will have at least two inputs. So I am showing you the truth table for two inputs. So suppose we have these two variables, and the inputs will be 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1, 1. Right? So we have to first of all find out X dot Y, and then we'll find X dot Y whole bar. And this result of this column will be the result of NAND gate. Okay, so see here, X dot Y, this will give you 0, this will give you 0, this will give you 0 and this will give you 1, because in case of AND operator, even if one of the inputs is 0, the result is 0. So this is the result of x dot y. Now apply AND NOT over it, so you get 1 1 1 0, because NOT inverts 0 into 1 and 1 into 0. Okay, so this is your final result for the NAND gate. So if I try to find out you can say inference from it or conclusion from it, that is the result of NAND gate is 1 only, is 0 only when all the inputs are 0. So you just focus upon these two columns because these are the inputs and this is the output. Don't focus upon this one because this is a part of procedure. Okay, so if these are the input, you get these outputs. So if you summarize from it, the output is 0 only when all the inputs are 1. So don't you think this is somewhere opposite of AND? Right? What used to happen in case of AND? In case of AND, the output was 1 only when all the inputs were 1. Here the output is 0 only when all the inputs are 1. So this is the opposite of AND gate. Clear? And this justifies that this gate is a combination of NOT and AND. In the same way, if I talk about NOR gate, then NOR gate is a combination of NOT plus OR. Clear? So again, if I talk about its symbol, first of all you put OR and then in the sequence you put NOT. So if x and y are given, this is again a binary gate, so two inputs have to be given, then it will be x plus y and this will give as x plus y whole bar. So this is the final output of your NOR gate. So see the final circuit. Final circuit will be like this portion of OR and only the bubble of NOT. So it will be straight away giving you x plus y whole bar. Clear? Now see the truth table. Again in the truth table you will have two variables, x and y. Okay, and you will first of all perform its x plus y and then you will find x plus y whole bar to get the final output of this gate. Clear? So see, two zeros, no, here we have 1 0 1 1 and here two zeros, two ones. Now perform x plus y, the output will be 1 even if one of the inputs is 1. So this is the output for OR and you negate it, it will be 1 and these three will be 0. So here also you can see that the output of NOR gate is opposite to OR gate. Clear? So this justifies that this NOR gate is a combination of NOT and OR. Clear? And what inference you can take out from this truth table? That the output is 1 only when all the inputs are 0. Whereas in case of OR, the output used to be 0 when all the inputs were 0. But here the output is 1 when all the inputs are 0. So these are the two derived gates which are derived from NOT, AND and OR operator. And children, one thing more I want to tell you about these two gates is that they are called universal gates. Why they are called universal gates? Because these two gates means this NAND gate can perform the work of AND, OR and NOT individually. Means if you have a circuit made up of all the basic gates, then the entire circuit can be made with the help of only and only NAND gates, multiple NAND gates. So if you have a circuit with made of basic gates, then the entire circuit can be drawn. That entire circuit can be drawn using NAND gates only, and the output of both the circuit will be same. Okay. In the same way, a circuit diagram made up of AND, OR and NOT gate can be individually drawn using only and only NOR gates, but multiple NOR gates. Okay, and you will get the same output. That is why they are called universal gates, because if you have these gates, there is no need to have any other gate like and, or, and not separately. Clear? So now let us discuss the XOR gate in detail. Like I told you that this XOR gate is called exclusive OR gate. So it is somewhere derived from the OR gate, but its function is different from the OR gate. In case of OR gate, you used to get the input as 1 if there are 1 or more than 1 ones in the table. मतलब एक या एक से ज़्यादा अगर 1 होता था इनपुट में तो आपको आउटपुट 1 मिलता था, ठीक है. बट इन केस ऑफ XOR gate, the output is 1 only when there are odd number of ones in the input combinations. मतलब अगर input combination में odd number of ones हैं तभी इसका आउटपुट 1 आएगा. लेकिन इन केस ऑफ OR क्या होता था, अगर एक या एक से ज़्यादा कितने भी अगर 1 होते थे इनपुट में, so you used to get the output as 1. So in this way XOR is different from OR gate, and see, it will give the output as 1 only when there are odd number of ones in the input. So let us understand it with the help of the truth table first. Suppose these are the two variables. Like OR gate is a binary gate, in the same way XOR gate is also a binary gate. So it needs at least 2 inputs for the operation. Okay, so in this combination you can see that there is no 1. ठीक है, एक भी 1 नहीं है, so the output will be 0. But in this case see, there is 1. एक 1 है इसमें, और एक क्या होता है, odd होता है, तो यहाँ पे output 1 आएगा because there are odd number of ones in the combination. In the same way here also there is single 1 and that single is odd, so therefore here also the output will be 1. And here you can see there are 2 ones and 2 is even, so output will be false. In the case of 3 variables also you can see, here you have 0 number of ones, so the output will be 0. Here you have 1 is odd, so answer will be 1. यहाँ पे भी सिर्फ एक 1 है, so answer 1. यहाँ पे 2 1 है, 2 even होता है, इसलिए 0. Then here single 1, so 1. Here 2 ones, answer will be 0 because 2 is even. Then 2 ones again, answer will be 0. Then 3 ones, 3 is odd, so answer will be 1. So the output is 1 only when there are odd number of ones in the input. Clear? And now how we denote this symbol? We denote it with the help of plus within circle. So this is the symbol for XOR gate. So if you apply it over x and y, the output will be x XOR y. Okay, and look at the symbol. This is the OR gate. Okay, now before OR gate you just put one more arc to get the XOR gate. So if you want to make it for 3 variables, then you will have 3 wires x, y and z, and you will have one arc, and then you will have second arc, and in the second arc you will have OR gate. So it will be x XOR y XOR z. And remember that these wires should not reach up to the first arc, they should reach up to the second arc. Clear? So this is the operation of XOR gate. Now next we will discuss the XNOR gate. So the next gate is XNOR gate, which is called exclusive NOR gate. XOR gate was called exclusive OR gate, and XNOR is called exclusive NOR gate. So it is made up of with the help of NOR gate. Okay, and here the rule is opposite. Here the output will be 1 only when there are even number of ones in the input. Okay, so see here, even number of ones in the input. So if this is the truth table, you can see that it is a binary gate, so you will have to give at least 2 inputs. So if this is the truth table, then you have to find even number of ones in order to give the output as 1. Okay, so here you can see there is no 1, एक भी 1 नहीं है, and 0 number of ones are considered to be even. So here you will get the answer as 1. इसमें एक भी 1 नहीं है, तो 0 number of ones हुए तो So 0 is also considered even. So that is why here the answer will be 1. But here the answer will be 0 because there are odd number of ones. Here the answer will be 0. Again there are odd number of ones. But here the answer will be 1 because there are even number of ones. यहाँ पे 2 ones हैं और 2 even होता है, इसलिए here answer will be 1. In the same way, if I do it over 3 variables, then you have to find even number of ones in the input combinations to give the output as 1. So यहाँ पे एक भी 1 नहीं है तो it will be 1 because मैंने जैसे कहा 0 number of ones is also considered to be even. So 1, here you have 1 1, so 0, एक ही 1 है 0, 2 1 है 1, एक 1 है 0, then 2 ones हैं 1, 2 ones हैं 1, 3 ones हैं 3 is also odd, so 0. So these are the truth tables for these two for this gate, and let us see the symbol by which it is denoted. It is denoted by dot within circle. Clear? And if you apply it over A and B, then it will be written as A dot circle and then B. And if you talk about the symbol, then you have to just put a bubble after the XOR gate to get the XNOR gate. So you can see only one difference is there, that a bubble is also there. So if you want to draw it for 3 variables, then it will be X, Y and Z, and then you make this arc and then you make this arc, and with this you make a bubble. So make these wires reach to the second arc, and then it will be X, XNOR, Y, XNOR, Z. So this is all about the derived gates, that is NAND, NOR, XNOR and XOR gate. Thank you children.